spoken and phonetics for changes and adult learners.
Day 11. Family for a married person. Are you married? And if so, when did you get married?
Yes, I'm married. I got married about 3 years ago. I have a good husband or wife, and we are very happy together. To put it in another way, you could say that we are best friends. For examples, we do not keep any secrets from one another. We had known each other for many years before we got married, so we did not have to adjust too much. For example, I knew that he snores loudly when he turns onto his back when sleeping.
Do you have any children?
No, I don't have any children yet. We are planning to start with a family as soon as we have our own apartment. Until then, my husband and I are working as hard as possible to improve our positions in the companies that we are employed by.
What is your child's name? Does it have any meaning?
My child's name is Brett Lee. His nickname is Superman, as we believe that he is going to become a strong man one day.
What does your wife do?
My wife is a housewife at the moment. We are looking for a job for her, but it is not easy, as she does not have any qualifications or experience. They are opening up a new supermarket in our area soon, and we are hoping that she will be able to find a job there. She has placed her name on a waiting list, and we will be hearing from the employment officer soon.
What does your husband do?
My husband is a civil servant. He works for the Department of Health at a hospital near our home. He is responsible for keeping the patient records in the men's wards. He loves his work and is receiving a good salary, so we don't have any serious worries. As a matter of fact, we both agree that we have a lot to be thankful for.
Did you have a honeymoon? And if so, where did you go?
Yes, we did have a honeymoon. We went to Cuba for a week and stayed in a small hotel next to the beach. I will never forget the time we spent there. For example, it was very romantic, as we could sit on the beach in the evenings and watch the moon rising over the sea.
Do you think couples should live with their parent or on their own?
There are several reasons as for why I think couples should live on their own. Allow me to explain by mentioning some of them briefly. Firstly, I believe couples should become independent as soon as possible. For example, they should learn how to cope with the money at their disposal. Secondly, I believe they should be alone as soon as possible. For example, should they have an argument, they have to solve the problem by themselves.
What responsibilities should a couple take?
There are several responsibilities that couples should take. Allow me to explain by mentioning some of them briefly. In the first place, I believe they should be responsible for their own finances. For example, young couples usually do not have a lot of money and find it difficult to make ends meet. Secondly, I believe that later they have to look after their children. For example, they have to feed and clothe them and ensure that they get a good education.